showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. One of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Owens. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Hand off to the lone back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Ready. White 80. Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
King.
Now on the move. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play. They'll run it on fourth down. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Reed. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's Owens. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Tough run here. It's Owens. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
3rd and long coming up. Here's Reed to throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Just smothered on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. This is a designed run. Enough to move the chains. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. The give on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Arch Madness. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Arch is going to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Second down, going to throw it. Buying time to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
From deep, it's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Reed. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Aggies want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Making the adjustment. Reed rushes on, and it's a sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Throws to the back. Found the spot in the defense. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff again. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Reed. Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he avoids the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's Arch to throw. Look out! And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just gets rid of that one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Left side is Owens. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Here's Reed to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. This quarterback part of their running game. Inside the 45. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll ride the hot hand. He's inside the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 18 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cougars with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation.
Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Fires to the tight end. Run ends there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Fields the punt. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Aggies! Special teams proving to be special. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 50. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Out wide right, it's Townsend. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Throwing Manning. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Quickly complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
Ready? Kill. 949 rock star. 949 rock star. But hard.
The give to the back. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Blue 22. Blue.
Looking for space. It's Owens. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out wide left, it's Danzy. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Owens. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Pulls and fired complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Manning. Turning it on. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Unloads it left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Hits inside. It's Brown. Finding some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On first down, it's Brown again. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Here's Manning to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorn. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the 2-point try. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They're going to ride this running back. Past the 6. Maybe some room here. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Manning. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 25. Wide open spaces. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. There he goes. Got the first down. The 10. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. All over him immediately. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollock.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, Manning. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Dangerous throw on that one.
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The 2-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes